what would it mean for the world if we had a one-to-one simulation? Like a digital copy of reality where rules could be bent. How would we as a society utilize such a technology?
You are watching Disrupt.
So this is footage from a new virtual reality game called Boneworks. It's like a tech demo, but as you go deeper into the game, you realize there's an underlying story that leads you down a dystopian cyberpunk rabbit hole. It's a great game. We can use this as our first layer of the simulation theory. It encapsulates sight, light, and pixels, so basically sending waves to our retinas, right? We've been interacting with that layer through keyboards, then gamepads, then touchscreens, and now we're using our hands and arms. So then you have the addition of sound, vibration, tactile touch. So now our senses mirror the experience of reality. Now we have to move to the environment that is around us, because of course existing is twofold, the personal experience and the surrounding experience. So in this, the surrounding experience is pixelated at first. Think like Minecraft. Here's footage from
TEARDOWN on Steam.
But the digital environment itself reacts like the physical world. Okay, so we have interaction that is mirroring us and the virtual. We have environmental reactions that mirror the physical world. We have a layer of communication on top of this, and a layer of building between individuals. At a certain point, we have a thing that humans can experience that is indistinguishable from what we've always experienced. Looking at the advancements of technology, even within the past 2 decades, it's safe to say that the next decade will usher in some big changes. So it's difficult to predict the consequences of technology, especially ones that are shifting. An example being the circular wheel, automobiles, modern medicine, airplanes. But I'm currently theorizing on 2 views. Let me know in the comments if you see any other views. One, the simulation may get so realistic and so unrealistic at the same time. Like you'll see Shrek flying across the sky in a photorealistic New York City, that we as humans will get so used to living inside these worlds, we're unable to function without them. Reality will seem bland. I think that's a bleak look. I'd argue that the antidote to this is a return to nature, a more balanced approach between the physical and the digital. The other path being that the way we function as a general world will simply carry over into the digital.
Within a digital society, we may see positives like better communication through 3D creation, communities with freedom. We also see virtual addiction and war.
Or at the very least, digital hacks to resolve real-world conflicts. I'd argue that the internet is pretty much this, except the layer between us and it is currently the mouse, keyboard, and the phone. If that's true, then it seems that we're living in a transition period.
Between the physical and the digital.
Either way, it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next decade. In our previous video about robots that can feel, I asked you if human-like robots were a good idea. Erudite answered, quote, "Unfeeling robots wouldn't really understand pain, and thus could never learn to care for humans. But robots who feel things will eventually learn, whether by design or through some emergent evolution, what it means to feel pain. Thus, they would be less likely to commit violence as a means of uprising in the case they do achieve sentience." Thanks for the comment, Erudite. This week's question:
what positive and/or negative consequences may occur?